Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press like and subscribe and share this audio with someone who you may feel needed. Let's talk about your power. If you're in the New Age movement, I don't know what else to call it, but they call it the New Age movement. You have been told over and over how powerful you are. Even the self-help books are beginning to come out with "you are powerful." But they never really explain to you what that really means. Sometimes we get in situations in our life and it feels like we are the victim. We feel like we don't have the power or the strength to conquer whatever it is that's going on in our lives. So we give in to it and we begin to feel like the victims. Oh my God, why is this happening to me? God, please help me. It could be anything. It could be like something that you don't have money at the moment. And you feel like all your bills need to be paid and you're getting behind in your bills and you can't see the money coming in anywhere. And so then you're feeling like the victim. Or you're in a relationship and maybe you love this man or this woman so much and you just don't have the strength to leave. And so you're feeling like a victim. But we are not victims in our lives. I know me, myself, have been in that position where you feel like something is just so overpowering that you are a victim because you can't get out of it. I'm not sure that I ever really felt I was a victim, but I definitely felt overwhelmed by maybe something that was going on in my life, and I felt that I didn't have the power to get out of it, or I didn't know how to get out of it. But I'm here to tell you that you can get out of it. We are powerful beings. Now, for those of you who believe in the Bible tells you that we are powerful beings. Now, it doesn't just come out and say you are powerful, but it alludes to that you are powerful, or it has different sentences that means you are powerful. For example, it tells you that you are made in the image and the likeness of God. Now, surely, if you are made in the image and the likeness of God, then you know that you are powerful. Or the Bible tells you that everything, that we have dominion over everything in our world, that God gave us dominion over everything. So this means that whatever situation that we get ourselves in and we feel overwhelming, there's an out to it because we have dominion over all things. So there is an out, but we just don't know what that out is at the moment that we're going through something. But it is an out because we have dominion over all things. So sometimes we have to reach within to tap this power within so that we are able to bring that strength out or that power out to conquer whatever it is we're going through. Now, I'm not going to disclose at this time how to get out of that situation because some things shouldn't be just released to the general public, because some things, you could use as evil. And so it could be, I could tell you something that could be meant for good if you use it, but you could turn around and use it for evil. So for that reason, some things I'm not going to release to the general public. In due time, I will set up some type of program where it'll be an exclusive program. Maybe even I might set up a Patreon, something like that, where it could just be released to, a limited amount of people. I'd have to think on this and see how I'm going to do it. But anyway, I just want you to know that there is an out. You don't have to feel like you're a victim. You do have the power to overcome anything in your life, because we are powerful beings. We are powerful beings because we were given dominion over all things. It didn't say that we're given dominion over one or two things. We were given dominion over all things. And the other thing is that you have no power. The power you're using is your mighty I am power. So now, if we don't have any power, but we're using the power that created the universe and all of the solar systems, what does that mean, people? That means that we are very powerful, because that same energy that created everything in this solar system, everything on this earth, created even you, lies within you. And you have been given the authority to use that power. And because you've been given authority to use that power, that means we are one powerful people. Now, just because you're given the authority to use something doesn't mean you know how to use it. Now, I believe that we all know how to use this power, because it was something that was given to us when we were first created. And so we experimented with it and we know how to use it. And when we leave out of this physical body and go back into our spiritual world, it becomes clear to us how to use it. But when we enter the physical body, some things are kept from us, and we have to learn how to do it in this three-dimensional world, because that's what you're here for. You're here to be able to learn how to create, how to master your energy in a lower vibrational frequency, which is Earth. And that's why we're here. So some things are kept from us when we enter this embodiment, so that we can search and learn and find it, find that knowledge again. So I believe that knowledge is it. So what does that mean? That means that knowledge is within us. All knowledge is within us. We just have to search and bring it out, or find it. Now, have you noticed that when you're going to learn something, some things you're going to learn, you could read a book or something, and maybe it could tell you, for example, how to create money. And you'll know, like, oh, wow, I don't really understand that, or I don't get that, about the principles of how to do this. And I used to think maybe that was something that I didn't master in one of my other lives, and maybe that's why that information is so foreign to me. And then I could get a hold to some more information, maybe about God or something else, and it seems so familiar to me, like I really know this. And I know this is true. And I've been led and guided to maybe these books to wake me up to the fact that this is true. And I've always felt that that was something that maybe, I had really mastered or known, whatever the subject was in another life. And so when I read about it in this one, it was easy for me to understand because maybe it was something that I already had mastered in another life. Um, the bottom line is what I'm saying is that we have the knowledge deep within. And when we're led to read something or talk to somebody or listen to an audio or whatever it may be, sometimes it wakes up what we already know inside. And then sometimes it doesn't wake it up. And then sometimes, you have to start, understand it. And then when you get understand it, then it might feel familiar. And then sometimes it might not feel familiar at all. But I believe it's there. It's there within us, deep within us, that we know that we are powerful. It's like you could hear somebody talking, you go see a speech, and they say, you are powerful. You don't know why they're saying that, but something inside of you, you feel like, wow, that's true. I am powerful. I don't know why I'm powerful, but I am powerful. So I want you to try to remember how powerful you are, and you have dominion over all things. So nothing can get the best of you for long because you have dominion. Now, let's say you're in a situation and it is getting the best of you. When you truly understand who you truly are, and when you truly understand that you you have dominion over all things, that power begins to rise within you. And then you know that you are not a victim and things begin to change in your life. We are powerful beings. So never feel that you're a victim of anything that's happening in your life. And even if you're feeling that way, just repeat to yourself, you are a powerful being. Try to remember what that really means. One day I know I was talking to somebody and I went back to read the Bible and I read that verse that says we were given dominion over all things. And we weren't using our power, but we used God's power. All of a sudden, people, something just woke up in me. And I thought, I am really powerful if I'm using God's power, honey, because that is the power that created everything. So that means if I'm using that power, that means there is nothing that I cannot create in my life. Whatever I can dream, I can create because this energy that has given me dominion over all things, and this energy that has allowed me to use its power is the creator of all things. So if I'm using that power, honey, I am very powerful. It just, came over me like that. And that's true. So I just want you to remember how powerful you are. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show, and Merry Christmas to all. And Happy New Year.